This question was submitted by Jane Miller of Whitefish Bay. During your tenure as county executive, Milwaukee's Park East redevelopment corridor, including the part owned by the county, has remained undeveloped. So why is Park East still undeveloped?
The benefit structure that was put in place by the county board about, what was it, 2000, forget the year, 2004, 2005, forget the exact year. The county board passed what was called community benefits. It's a series of barriers to development that were put in place. I vetoed it and said, quite frankly, if this is enacted, the land won't be developed. I wish I was wrong, but I said it right in my veto message. Actually, your editorial board editorialized in favor of it, in favor of my position. And they said it was going to be a barrier to economic development in that quarter. Not because the intention of those benefits was not good, but because we even saw long before the economic crisis, putting up barriers to development for any developer, it makes it very difficult. If they've got land here and land there and there's no restrictions on it, they're going to go there. Even more so in the last couple of years, the fact that you now have a very tight credit market. Lenders aren't really willing to put out for much of anything. They now look at a project that's got all these restrictions on it. I said it was going to be a barrier. I've asked the county board to repeal it several times since. I pointed to the fact that it was a direct barrier to development. The irony is I get attacked by the mayor about it, and yet the mayor supported the same thing at the city. So, I mean, if you look at now, I would take a step further and say the mayor uses that as a comparison, and he says, look at the Menominee Valley, which has had some reasonable development. I'd say the better comparison where I don't have that barrier is the Milwaukee County Research Park, which I have direct control over. Years ago, we worked with the city of Wauwatosa. We guaranteed the bonds on a TIF district. In fact, Ernie, I think you wrote an editorial about that, if I recall, about the bringing in GE Healthcare. Obviously, right now, a couple of their major international business units are there. I was just there the other day looking at some new equipment. That was more than 1,000 high-paying, good-paying jobs we brought there because of our work on the Milwaukee County Research Park. Today, there's over 100 businesses on that research park. It employs about, and I think in total amongst all those businesses, about 4,600 employees. That's something we had direct control over, and we've been successful.